Hello everyone, glad to have you with me, CK2 Much here, back and again with King Robb, the Young Wolf of the North. And before we get started, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. Your support really helps me to keep going. But alright, so we are back in Westeros with Robb. In the last few episodes, we saw a struggle in which Lord Protector Willas Tyrell managed to defeat Aegon the Sixth and Daenerys Targaryen in their attempts to take back the throne. Daenerys is still in prison, but Aegon was able to escape because he killed Loras Tyrell in the Lord Commander Loras Tyrell in a battle by combat, or trial by combat, battle by combat, in a trial by combat, which is quite funny actually. I was also doing something interesting, and you guys will probably think I'm stupid for not knowing this, but I honestly didn't. This Kingdom of the North title is actually an Empire title. So if you look here, there's Winterfell, Kingdom of the North, and then Kingdom of the North, which is an Empire. So I hold this title. And I also noticed something interesting, that I can attack Lord Protector Willas to claim the Iron Islands. If I can find it. Yes, because Hagen Greyjoy has joined Mr. Botley at court. And because I have an Empire tier title, he will be my vassal once I defeat them. I can't do that now because we have a truce with Willas until 21, and Robert's an honorable guy. So we're not going to do that now, but if there's another war and the Mega War system kicks in, you can expect that we will try to take the Iron Islands. And I think that'll be the end of our expansion. I think that'll give us ultimate security, even if, well, not even if, except for the case when a Dragon Rider manages to come to court. Or, come to power in the Iron Throne. Now, I wonder if I can get Aegon to join me. Okay, he's in the same court as his spouse, so he won't come. And he's the heir to Dragonstone, so he could really pop off at any time. But anyway, yeah, if I can take the Iron Islands, I think we're justified in doing that, because they've threatened us before. If we can take them under our wing, then that is just another, piece that we can use to defend ourselves against the South. So I think that'll be the probably final piece of expansion. But, we'll see what happens. I wouldn't mind picking up these islands as well. Robb, I think I've pushed the limits of what he would do in this position. I don't know if he would be so aggressive and expansionist as I have been, but I think he understands we need to keep a Dragon Rider off the court, or off the throne. Jesus, I can't speak today. Off the throne. And the two Dragon Riders that exist both like me. Maybe I'll even give him a little bit of money so he'll like me even more. Oh, that won't work. Could I buy his favor? I could buy his favor, but I don't know if I need to do that. Yeah. So, but I think I'm pushing the limits a little bit here. He probably would try to keep the Vale and the Riverlands. I think getting Cracklaw Point is good strategically. So is keeping the Crag. And I think taking the Iron Islands makes sense too. But I don't want to get carried away. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so now Willas is currently dealing with a small war in Duskendale for independence. That's probably going to end any day now. It's possible. Oh, okay, good. So Alice Stark has improved her skills a bit. It's also possible that the Mega War system will fire, and we might be able to take a shot at the Iron Throne. Tit is said, funny typo, that many Starks have a wildness in them. Ooh, and it looks like Brynden has gotten it. And a lot of you have said that I should give this title of the Vale away to one of the Starks, or possibly to the Royces, because it was Jan Bronze Royce. Jan Bronze Royce. Not Jan Bronze or Jan Bronze, but Jan Bronze Royce, who ultimately allowed us to get into power. But I probably will just give it to the the Hardings or the Aarons. Actually, I think my daughter is marrying Nestor Harding, so I think I'm gonna give it to Aaron. I'm sorry, back to the Aarons. I think that's the most natural thing that we could do. I think that it looks bad that we sent Robb and Aaron to the Vale, even though he betrayed us twice. And I think we could make amends to the Lords of the Vale by giving this back to Harold. So let's hope that we don't regret this. And we're going to go ahead and give him the Kingdom of the Vale. Hopefully this won't make him independent. If it does, I guess I'll just fix it with cheat codes. Okay, so yes. Now, some of you might say, oh, I should give it to a Stark, or oh, I should give it to the Royces. I hear you. I think that makes sense, actually. The Royces definitely proved their worth, but I think it's in the best interest of the realm to just give it back to the Aarons. And our daughter is married to Harold's brother, so I think it's okay. I think it's what Robb would honestly do. I definitely don't think he would give it to the Starks. But okay. I had a little bit of a stutter there. Sorry about that. Also, something interesting I noticed is that we have Baelishes in the inheritance for the throne because of Sansa. She escaped with Littlefinger when we were defeated in our first attempt to take King's Landing. So that decision is going to prove to be quite a fateful decision. And he is living in Bravos. Can I get him to come to court? No. What if I send him some money? I could use a man of his talents. Still no. Very interesting that he will not come back. And it looks like he had a bastard with Perella Purevoice. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. And he is the heir to Midler Point, so I guess when we quashed his plans to take over the North through Sansa, he, escaped and doesn't want to come back. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and wait and see what happens down south. I'm going to keep an eye on the Iron Islands. It still says Iron Throne, so yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll build some private farms in Winterfell. I would also love to take this away from you in Black Grove. I guess I have my councilman working on that. Oh, I need a new Master of Whispers, so let's go ahead and give that to Jojen Reed. I also have an open advisor position. I'll go ahead and give that to High Lord Rickon. Okay. His celibate wife, who I was not told was celibate until after they got married, has been imprisoned by Stannis. Maybe that'll end up being for the best, because Rickon is not going to have any kids with her. Although she is 15 years older than him. I honestly don't know what I was thinking when I did this match. I thought it was good because she was going to inherit Tarth, but that was before she became celibate. Also, I don't know. Brienne and Rickon would be an interesting match, because they're both kind of similar. Although Rickon's a little bit wild. I don't know if you could say Brienne is wild, but, she's certainly militant. And what's he doing? He is helping his lord out. Oh my god. What was that? Click, click, click. I want to see who that was. My acquaintance Svenar. We've had another guy killed by the White Walkers. That's scary. Are they coming back? Oh, cool. My wife is pregnant. We're about to have as many kids as my father had. So that's cool. Ah, poor Bran. Arya ever have any kids? Oh, she had a daughter. Very nice. Okay, so she had a daughter, Krina. I'm not sure if I really like that name. And her husband is a sworn shield among the Freys. Good for them. Okay. And what's going on in Cracklaw Point? He is dealing with a... Ah, that's right. He has a revolt going on. I wish I could join him in this war. I feel bad for the Lust Crabs. These are Myrcella's kids. Ugh. Okay, so Myrcella was killed by Martin Lannister. And it doesn't look like people are too happy about that. And yeah, the Farmans have gotten into power because of, you know, Janae Lannister marrying a Farman, but I don't know if they're going to last very long. This would be a great opportunity to maybe get a little bit more territory, but I don't know. Jonas Bold. Interesting, so he's a linguist. I guess I could take him. He's not that expensive. I don't know if I really need him, but I guess we'll see. And we can get him married maybe to Corgel. I don't know. Someone. Maybe a Wells. I don't know if they want to come this far north. Maybe a Forester. Rhea of Ironwrath. Yeah, she's a bastard. He has no land or anything like that. Okay, what could we get from them? Castamere. Ooh, that's pretty close to... That would be on the border with what we already have. Ooh, that would be a nice little addition there. But I don't think if we took it, I don't know if we would necessarily get to keep it. You can't do forced vassalization. I can't give her any land either. Well, that's okay. What about Case? Can I... No? Golden Road, can I force their vassalization? I could claim Peckledon for my vassals, but I don't think I want to send, you know, thousands of men south for that. Although I guess the Riverlands is right there. He could press that claim. Okay, so the betrothal has been accepted. That's good. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so a Corbray has ascended. So Jaime was killed under suspicious circumstances, and Tyrion died from too much drinking. So Jaime was not Lord Commander long. Wow, all of his children are dead. Cersei is dead. And his brother is dead. Every person descended from Tywin is dead. That is really, really sad. But he kind of brought that on himself. I guess theoretically the Marcella has had some kids. Did Tommen have any kids? No. So Tywin's line is continuing through the Lust Crabs with that beautiful name. And they have power in... Crackclaw Point, but probably not for long. I'm also gonna just change the volume a little bit. I'm always a little paranoid that I can't hear the music as well as you guys can. Okay. Well, that's really sad for Tywin. Yeah, so I guess his legacy lives on, but not exactly in the way he probably intended. Okay. And sorry guys, my computer's a little bit slow. Don't really know what's going on there. Okay. Let's check in on Willas. So he's in hiding, actually. Interesting. Why is he in hiding? He's winning this war. Are the Duskendalians sieging him or something? No. No, I'm not going to go to this tourney. Maybe I should hold a feast. And Daenerys is still in prison. I wonder if she's going to demand a trial. She probably has to wait. Oh, we could form an alliance. You know what? Yeah, let's form an alliance with Daenerys. That way we can, you know, defend ourselves if she comes into power. Or hopefully, maybe she won't even attack us. I don't know if the alliance would change. She's probably like, huh, why is he sending me an alliance from prison? Okay. Okay, so I think I basically have to pause if I want to move the map without it acting crazy. So, sorry about that, guys. Okay, let me see if I can build up Moat Cailin a little bit. Are the improvements in Winterfell done? Not quite yet. Let's get our Master of Coin to oversee the construction there. I think I have one more lordship, don't I? Moat Cailin, Winterfell. No, that's it. Okay. What's going on here? Will's host fleet. Will Wench. Okay, Will Wench is making a pretty pathetic claim for the Southern Stepstones. He got more... I don't know how he ended up getting more ships than men, but that's interesting. Okay, and what are these guys doing? They're just... Okay, they're participating in this revolt. Okay, so this has been agreed upon. So now they'll probably go ahead and deal with Daenerys. But the Westerlands is going to stay... Okay, wait. Looks like it's breaking down a little bit. His wars haven't completely ended, but... It's kind of interesting because he is like the only farman in this line of succession. Like every other person is a Lannister. Yeah, so like he somehow slipped in there. Oh, can I hold a feast? Yes, alright, so let's have a feast. We have some money we can celebrate with our vassals. Oh, and there are some known plots going on. Okay, nothing that really concerns me too much. That's good. And I hear something outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It sounds like someone's mowing the lawn, but it's dark outside and it's like below freezing, so I don't know what that sound is. Alright, we're going to spend lavishly on food. We're going to go ahead and invite everyone. That was fast. No entertainment? Should I invite my friend Oliver Frey? Yeah, he's my brother-in-law. Why not? Should I colonize Oldstones? That would be interesting. I need 1,000 gold. Maybe we could do that. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, the guests will be impressed and entertained at my feast. Good. Yeah, we have money. We're at peace. I should treat my vassals. And it looks like no one said no, so that's good. Alright, what's he gonna do with Daenerys? I am dying to know. And sorry if you guys can hear that. I don't know what that is. The mic is in front of me, so you might not be able to. Alright, so we'll go ahead and welcome everyone. He's totally at peace, so I don't know what he's waiting for in regards to Daenerys. And we still have a couple of years before we can free them. And the heir is through election. And right now, Garland the Gallant is the heir. Balon has some support. Stannis does too. Very interesting. Ah, Oliver never showed up. That's too bad. He's married matrilineally to Barbara Dia? How did that happen? His parents are like nobodies. Interesting. Well, maybe I should go ahead and get this guy married to someone. Why not? Ignis Lightfoot. How about that? Okay, so apparently Denise Bowling was not too pleased with the food. Well, maybe you should go to another feast. Ooh, okay. What is this? After having been insulted and the butt of jokes far too many times, my patience with my court jester is beginning to run out. One last joke and I don't know what I'll do. Robb wouldn't do that, so I'm just gonna grin and bear it. Ooh, okay, so my Master of Coin is complaining about Hostin drinking a bit too much. Well, he is from Drunkard's Tower, so I guess that makes sense. Okay, here we go. So Unella Lips is demanding justice, but doesn't say for what. Well, you know, he has a bad track record as a tyrant, a torturer. So, you know, maybe that's true, but he's not saying what the problem is, so I'll just order him to do just recompense. There's some problems with banditry. Yeah, we can spare some gold to deal with that. Alright, good. Look at that. They managed to do something about it. That's excellent. And the farms are still very slowly being built. Do I have Daenerys as an important character? Okay, he's accepted my wedding suggestion. I would love to help her get out of prison too. Actually, wait a minute. What am I doing? No, I don't. I want her to stay in prison. I'm terrified that she's going to be let out. Okay. Alright, so everyone had a good time. Excellent. Okay, so everything's pretty quiet. Oh, look at that. And I had a new boy, Edric Stark. I don't know if I'm going to keep that name, to be honest. We have an Eddard, and we have a Brynden. Maybe I don't want to name it Walder, that's for sure. Maybe Benjen could be a good name. Or maybe John? John Stark, after my brother. Yeah, we'll name this one John. Oh, look at that. I fulfilled my ambition to have 5 children. Okay, and I'll go ahead and get him trained up with... Yeah, oh, we could send him to the Umbers. You know, John was with Lord Jorah, so we'll... Or not Jorah. Wow, Jesus, what was the old commander's name? Joran? Jorah... Jor. Their names are very similar. Jor Mormont. Okay. So, yeah, so John Stark can be with Mage Mormont. Okay, so we need a new ambition. I guess we want to have a good heir to inherit. And I think Eddard is actually on a pretty good track. Let's go ahead and force him to... You know, I'm going to change his guardian. Maybe to an Umber. And let's go ahead and force him to train. And ooh, okay, so he became ruthless. Oh wow. I wasn't really paying attention to him. He is ruthless, greedy, lustful, wroth, and brave. So he's gonna turn out to be an interesting character. I don't think he's gonna be much like his father. This second Eddard Stark. Okay, once this cools down in Crackclaw Point, everything will be okay, but yeah, the Strong Cliffs are trying to get rid of him, and now the Dens, the Bruins are trying to push their own claimant. Ooh, okay, so the Faith Militant has been restored. Now it is a force to be reckoned with. Okay, so he has bent to the High Septon, maybe in an attempt to stay in power. I wonder if he's ever going to hold elections. Oh, here we go. To all my subjects, the Iron Throne has been thrown into question, and a great council must be held to decide who can rule. Alright, so the leading candidates are Stannis Baratheon. Interesting! Alton Lustcrab of Crackclaw Point. Edric Storm / Baratheon, who's married to Shireen, and Daenerys. Okay. Well, you know what, guys? Maybe I will leave... actually, no. I don't want to leave you with a stupid cliffhanger. So, let's see who wins. So, they're going to have a great council to decide who should rule. I'm going to predict that they probably won't vote for Stannis or Shireen. I'm sorry, Stannis, because he's a heretic. They might actually vote for Edric Baratheon, but that's interesting because that just means it's going to end up in the hands of another heretic. But it's also very possible that they might actually vote for Daenerys. That's 100% possible. I have no idea if anyone would vote for Alton Lustcrab. That would be a funny turn of events, and I would lose Crackclaw Point. But it would be very interesting. Yeah, because I gave it to him. I don't know. Did he have this piece of territory earlier? This Crackclaw Baron? No, I gave it to him. Okay, that's interesting. So I gave him land? Huh. So I made the Lust Crabs. You know, I guess that's right. I guess Robb felt pity because, you know, the only place that Tommen and Marcella could be safe was in the north. And, you know, they didn't really do anything wrong. But they both ended up getting killed. And yeah, I think, yeah, his daughter Lyanna Lustcrab is still with me, actually. You know what? Maybe we should go ahead and marry her to my son, Jon. Even though they're 8 years apart. Okay, so let's see. Who's it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? King Robb, a great melee in the Northern Tradition is happening. Thanks, Rickon. That would be fun, but I can't really deal with that right now. Okay, very interesting. So Edric Storm, or Edric Swigart, has been elected as king, and he now has Daenerys in prison. Very interesting. So no one voted for Alton. Poor Alton. A couple of people voted for Stannis, but yeah, everyone really seems to want Edric. But that means it's just going to end up back in the hands of a R'hllorist. So very interesting. And Lyanna has become quite the warrior, but I think I'll get her focused. Yeah, you know what? No. Let's embrace it. Robb knew that Arya was a tough lady, so why not her? We'll go ahead and send her to Mage Mormont too. So Lyanna Stark might be a warrior. Okay, so, alright, so we have Edric Swigart. I don't know why he didn't keep the Baratheon name. Maybe it leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. But he is now firmly in charge with an overwhelming amount of votes. Interesting, and he has a lot more men, probably because he has a legitimate government. He has more men than we do. So that is a bit scary. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with him. So alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.